Welcome again to ASP.NET Core tutorial. In this video we will learn how can we bind the configuration to an object by using bind method. Let's open Visual Studio. By now in this tutorial we were reading the values from this app settings.json file and we were using them directly into some other fields. Now we want to read these configurations in our application and we want to bind all of these configurations to a particular model class. In the previous video I have created this object and now I want to bind this object to a particular model object. Let's see how can we do that. First of all, we need to create a model class into our application. So we can simply open our models folder and we can add a new class over here. Let's right click, choose add and click on the class. Here we can give it a meaningful name. Suppose I'm writing new book alert config. Press enter. Here we need to create few properties inside this class. Let's copy the name from this app settings.json file. The type of first property is boolean, so here we can write bool, then the name of our property. The second one is an string. Let's create one property for this one. Now suppose I want to bind the configuration settings of this new book alert object to the new model object that we have just created. Let's see how can we do that. Suppose I want to perform all the things into our home controller class. So let me comment this entire code and let's create a new object of that particular model. So suppose here I'm writing new book alert is equals to new. What is the name of our new model? The name is new book alert config. Okay, so we have created the new object. Let's resolve the namespace. Now we need to use the bind method on this configuration field. How? Simply use the configuration that you have already injected into your application. Configuration dot bind, and in this bind method you need to pass two parameters. The first parameter is the name of your key. Let's right click on this method and choose go to definition. In the first parameter we need to pass the key, and in the second parameter we need to pass the instance. What is the key? The key is new book alert. Let's copy this, again go back to this method. So in the first parameter I will pass this, and then in the second parameter I can pass new book alert like this. And now I can access all the properties of this new book alert by simply using the properties that we have defined in this model class. Suppose bool is display, and how can we check the value? New book alert dot like this. So we already have the breakpoint over here. Now let's run this application in debug mode. So here you can notice that in this object we have both the values. This is the name of our book name property and this is the value for this particular boolean flag. If you will check the value in this is display variable, then you can notice that we have the true value. Now let's do the same thing into our view file. Let's go back to our header.cshtml. And over here we are using this getSection method. Now instead of using this getSection, I will be using the bind method. First we need to create the instance of this new book model. Let's copy this code from here and let's paste it over here. In the second line we need to use the bind method of this configuration service and we need to map it to this new book object. Let's copy this code. And over here the object name is new book. Let's use the new book here, and this configuration is underscore configuration. Perfect. Now we can simply use this new book and we can remove this entire code from here. So new book dot display book alert, and here we can simply write new book dot book name. We can remove this parenthesis because we are only using one variable over here. Let's save all the changes, build this application. Now let's run this application by pressing Ctrl F5. Here you can notice that this alert message is visible. Now let's update the values from this app setting. So here I am updating the name. Save the changes, go back to the browser, refresh this page, and here you can see that the name is updated. If I will use the false value, then you can notice that this alert message is gone. This is how you can use the bind method to map the properties of an object to an object of your model. The drawback of this method is that you need to write the same code again and again in each file where you want to use this approach. That is all in this video. Make sure to hit the like button, tell me your feedback into the comment section, share this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.